Today we are going to listen to the great motivational stories, so let's start today's story 2. Bayezid Bostami was a small boy. His mother was ill. One night the entire village was in deep sleep. He was studying by the side of the bed of his ailing mother, but all on a sudden, his mother woke up, raised her head, and told her son to give her a glass of water. Bayezid went to the kitchen to bring water, but he found no water there. He looked for water everywhere in the house. He was so much devoted to his mother and loved her very dearly. He felt great pity for his thirsty mother. As a result, he went to a distant fountain to fetch water, but the nearby water hole was far away from the home. He took the pitcher and started walking to the water hole. Reaching to the hole, he filled the pitcher and returned home as early as possible. He came back with water and found his mother asleep. He did not wake her. He thought awakening his mother may sour up her illness. Holding a glass of water in a hand, he is still beside his mother's bed. He was waiting for his mother's waking, but she was sound asleep. When it was dawn, Bayezid's mother woke up and instantly discovered her son standing beside her bed with a glass of water in hand. At first, she could not understand anything. She wondered for a moment. Then she could realize the fact. She could not control her tears. She embraced her son with deep love and blessed him from the core of her heart. The mother, impressed with his son's devotion to her, and blessed him from the core of her heart. Then she remembered and embraced her son with deep love. She earnestly prayed to Allah to bless her son with the highest honor in spiritual life. Allah granted her prayer, and Bayezid became a great saint in his later life. Note: this is Bayezid's devotion to his mother, or Bayezid's love for his mother's short story, or Bayezid and his mother, or Bayezid Bostami, completing the story in short in English with morals. There was a king named Solomon. He was a very wise king. Everybody knew about his wisdom, so many people asked him different questions. He answered their entire question perfectly, so King Solomon was called Solomon the Wise. Once Queen of Sheba, hearing the name and fame of Solomon, decided to test his wisdom. The queen went to Solomon's court. She took with her 2 garlands, one of real roses and the other of artificial roses, but both of the garlands looked quite alike. The queen placed them on the table and said, "O wise king, please look at the garlands. Tell me, which one is of real roses?" Solomon thought for some time. It was very difficult to identify the real rose. Just then he saw some bees humming outside the window. The king seemed to be unable to identify, and just when the queen thought she had defeated the king, King Solomon told his men to open the window. Then the bees came in and sat on the garland of real flowers. The king then pointed to that garland. The Queen of Sheba was greatly charmed at his wisdom. She was surprised, and she went admiring the king's wisdom. She said, "May God grant you long life. You are really Solomon the Wise." To get such story till today, stay with us and subscribe my channel. I will appear in front of you daily with new motivational stories. Share with friends. Thank you.
Just wait.
Comment what you learned from the 2 stories you heard earlier, and don't forget to like and subscribe.